Well, hey guys, and welcome to this tutorial on how to use multiple columns inside of Microsoft Word. Now, I happen to be using Word for Mac, but if you're on a Windows machine, everything should be just about the same. So you can see in this document that we're going to duplicate that the picture and this heading title is one column, and then we have two columns, and then we're back to one column down here. So how do we create a document like this? Well, let's go over here and with a new blank document, let's get started. Now, I'm used to using Adobe applications, and all the Adobe applications have a dark interface. Well, now in the last couple of versions of Word, Word has a dark interface, but most people don't tend to know about it. And down here on the status bar, if you click on the focus button, that will switch us into the focus mode. And I prefer to use this dark interface. So I'm going to click on the Insert tab, and next I'm going to click on the Pictures tab and select Photo Browser. And I'm just going to select a picture I took at a restaurant, and this is it. Just drag it in, close out of that, and I'm going to click on the picture to select it, and just shrink this picture down some. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to align this picture, we got to go back to the Home tab and just center align it using this button here. Now I'm going to click to the right of the picture and to click return. That way my cursor will go down below it. And I'm just going to type in a heading title. And now I'm going to go back to the Home tab and click the left align button. And now I've already copied some text from a Bible program I have, so now I'm going to paste it. And now, here we have just one column of text. So how do we get this into two columns? Well, it doesn't matter where you put your insertion point. Just click anywhere and go back up and click on the Layout tab and click Columns and click two columns. And oops, here we got two columns, but it also made my picture in the left column and so my title, and I wanted those to stay centered across the page and just in one column. So let's hit Command Z and this see how we do that. The first thing I want to do though is go ahead and format this title. And normally, generally speaking, you want to format as you don't want to format your document until you get most of your text in, because it's generally faster to do it that way. But if you like to format as you go, that's fine. So now, how do we get just the text to go on two columns? Well, to do that, we select it, and I'm just clicking and dragging in the left margin, and we select the text that we want to be in two columns. Let's go back to the Layout tab, to the Columns button, and click 2. And now we have two columns. But the problem here is they're uneven, and that doesn't look good. How can we balance these columns where they look more even? Well, to do that, just click at the end on the right-hand column, and then go back up, and on the Layout tab, instead of columns, go to breaks. And go down and click on the continuous break. And that will add a continuous break at the end of that column. And just like that, it will balance out your columns. So now I'm going to return back to my Bible app. I want to select some more text. And this text will be for just to make the one more column. And where did the document? Here it is. It's hiding from us. There we go. And now if I went ahead and pasted this text now, remember under columns it's set to 2. Well, I want to set this back to 1. So click on 1, and now I can paste Command V. And there you have it. Now once you get here, don't be afraid to go ahead and select this text Go back up here to columns, and you can see you try 3 columns. Or go back and you can see there's some unbalanced columns here left, unbalanced left, and then you have unbalanced right. So don't be afraid to go in here and experiment. Now I'm going to go ahead and click it back to 1, and let me show you something else. You can also, what I want to do here now is select the 2-column text here, select all that text, and if you go up here to the format menu, you can come down to columns here, or you can go to the columns button under the layout tab, and the more columns dialog box here, they both give you the same dialog box. And here is where that we can choose to put a line between our 2 columns, and then we click OK. It's also where you can set the number of columns if you want more than 3. And now with a line between, now let's format this picture a little bit. So just click to select the picture, and we'll click on the Picture Format tab. Now this Picture Format tab only appears when you have a picture selected. So now what I want to do is go to Picture Border and go to Weight, and I just want a 1-point border around this picture. There we go. And now what I'd like to do is put a little breathing room in between our picture and our title, and then our title and our text. And let's see here. There we go. And of course it pushes the text off the screen, so let's lower this back down until it pops back. There we go. Now we're back down to 1 page. Maybe we can move this up a skosh by selecting the picture and just moving that up a little bit. There we have it. Let's go to the View tab, say 1 page, and that's all there is to creating a multiple column document and formatting a picture and putting a line between your columns. Looks pretty good. Now I'll go see what kind of document you can create with your knowledge of working with multiple columns inside of Microsoft Word.